So it does play a effect. It does play a major role when we are talking about if I want to have a healthy lifestyle. So is it necessary to cut it completely, or what should be the frequency?
I wouldn't suggest that. I cannot ask anybody to, cut it completely because each one of us have a different lifestyle. But of course, see, these things, alcohol, be it carbs or protein. So when you take 1 gram of it, they give you certain calories. So alcohol gives you the maximum. They give you around 7 kilocalories per gram. So when you're clubbing it with another deep fried item, so fat gives you 9 kilocalories per gram. So just imagine, I'm talking about 1 kilocalorie. So that will be too much. So you can have it in moderation, and that would be sufficient. You need to pick and choose wisely, but not really eliminate it from your diet.
So we can have a healthy choice how we can go about
Yes.
it. The frequency and what we are eating is most important with that.
Right, what you're eating.
Right.
You can pick your foods judiciously and not go for deep fried because, as I said, the calories matter, and otherwise, it is fine.
Now, as we are talking about too much of mental health. So what do you think, how far the food plays an important role mentally and emotionally? What is the food mood connection?
So, food really matters a lot. So, what you eat, you must have heard of the saying, "You are what you eat." So, what you eat really affects and it shapes how we feel, we think, we grow. So, good food and nutrition really plays a major role not only on your body, but also your mind will be. You will have a resilient mind and a healthy body along with it. So, I'll give you a very simple example. Say coffee. So, coffee, it contains caffeine. And how do you feel when you take coffee? You get that kick,
Yeah.
and you feel refreshed. So, that is what happens. And on the other hand, when you have dal and chawal, the kind of feeling you get when you have that, it is different from what you get when you have coffee. So, this is what a particular food can do to your mood. So, when you have coffee, you feel different and then you behave differently. And when you are taking dal and chawal and sabzi, you are getting good health in the long run. But that caffeine, the coffee part is just temporary and then it fades away. So, this is what happens. And that is how it affects your thinking.
But then can there be a midway, we can feel good also and eat good also? Like
Yes.
completely going to dal chawal and totally vegetables is a little difficult for everybody.
Not necessary. You don't have to do it. As I said, the triangle, you have your diet, exercise, and sleep. So everything, be it in, if you consider your life also, everything has to be in moderation. Anything in excess can definitely, it definitely does harm to you. So you can have everything, but moderation is the key here. So, for example, again, I'll take coffee. You can have coffee, but do not exceed more than 2 cups of coffee. Doesn't mean that you need to have 8 or 10. You'll end up having acidity issues. So, it doesn't mean that you just need to have dal chawal. You can have other things. You can have paneer, you can have chicken, fish. We have so many things.
So now when we are talking about coffee, is there a difference when we have a milk-based coffee or when we have a black coffee?
It's all about calories. You're adding more calories when you're having
The milk
milk,
coffee.
yes. Milk
So,
and sugar, they add calories to your coffee. And Pooja, one more thing, with age, you need to change your pattern of living also. Your diet changes because you get more into sedentary way. Your work gets, it's more of a desk work, and you cannot compare yourself to a 15-year-old. So when you are 35, 40, your calorie intake changes, your body changes, your hormone level changes. So it gets different with every phase of life.
so when we pick about again food and mood, so can I eat pizzas with lot of vegetables? Will that work?
Well, pizza, you can treat yourself. I wouldn't call it as, a cheat day, as they say. You can treat yourself once in a week, no harm. See, end of the day, you have to be happy. If so, but that doesn't mean that hoard yourself with high fat and high calorie foods. But you need to discipline yourself. Once in a week, there's no harm because, of course, you'll be burning it out. You're gonna work out, so you will lose it.
Is it possible that I don't work out and I just diet and still stay healthy?
You need to move. That is important. Because
Okay.
as I said, with every phase of life, you need your body changes, your mind also changes. The whole body has a cycle. the cells regenerate themselves or they die, they grow. So many things keep on happening. It's a wonderful organization, the human body. So you need to move. You need to eat well and you need to sleep well, because I am emphasizing on sleep because there is a hormone called melatonin, the sleep hormone, which gets activated only when there is no light and
Okay.
at a particular time. So these are the neurotransmitters in your body which keep signaling. So all
Okay.
these are important.
Maybe that's why I snack more when I'm sleep deprived.
Yes, because your mind, your brain needs that type of rest. It's been continuously working since you were born, just like your heart. It is formed in the fetus when it is 28 days. So since then it's been working, when it was just the size of a fist of a baby. So it needs rest, and you need to rest. If there's no rest, then there is again secretion of the stress hormone, that is cortisol, and then the body thinks, oh my God, I have to reserve and I have to take care of my body, and then you will not end up losing, and then you will start craving for high fat and high calorie foods.
So the sleeping cycle, if you talk about, is there specific hours or is that specific time? What are we talking about? Because
Well-
everybody is, confused between hours. Like, I sleep at 2 o'clock and I wake up at 10 o'clock. So is that okay?
So I strongly believe in the law of nature. So that is the reason we have day and night. So it is. So I'll start with the eating pattern. When there is sunrise, you start your day, you eat, and sunset, you end your day and you finish your meal. You should just end. That should be your last meal of the day. So likewise, you end your day and then you go to bed. So that is a time. That is a right time. But we have a busy schedule. I understand that. So that way, by max 10, you need to just sleep.
So by 12, we should sleep so that we get a proper, sleep cycle.
So basically, the body needs around 7 to 8 hours of sleep. And I know it is very impractical if I say that you should sleep by 10 o'clock, assuming, and which is a fact, that our 12 o'clock, it is like how we used to sleep at 9 o'clock earlier days. So 12 is the standard 9 o'clock for today's generation. So at least see to it that children and the lights are shut by 12, and then you start your day by 6 o'clock next morning or 5 o'clock. But depending on the scenario at home and how the lifestyle is, a child should get 7 to 8 hours, and even an adult.
Okay. So from 30s to 40s to 50s, 7 to 8 hours
7
is
to
okay.
8 hours is good, and for children below 10, around that age, it has to be 9 hours actually.
Okay.
Yeah, but they are so much into gadgets and all that they need it more. They almost 10 hours they need to sleep.
So now again, talking about the trends only, when we are talking about trends, I can see now millet has a lot of trending dishes over
Right.
there. So what do you feel? Where is the future going?
So climate is changing drastically. Now you have seen how Telangana has early monsoons now. So millets are trending and they are becoming quite popular, and they are a very sustainable crop, and they're very climate friendly, they're very resilient, and they are loaded with nutrients, and those are my favorite because they are not only good for your body but also for your mind. Mental health really stays good. They have certain components in them which will keep your brain health in a very good condition. So it is advisable to incorporate more of millets in your diet, and try to reduce or rather just eliminate rice. It will be highly beneficial.